The Story of Chez Burger
by Eli Mitchell and Caden Patel.
It all begins with a little guy named Chez Burger who's on a journey to a place called Mouthfield in the country of Caden Patel. As he enters the new land, he notices that it is surrounded by a white gate that opens horizontally. Once he enters, he can't help but notice that Mouthfield was completely adorned with pink. Chez first perceived Mouthfield to be a nice land, at least until the earthquake started. He noticed that the gates were opening quickly and that the town was being destroyed. It was being flooded by what the villagers called amylase that came from the salivary gland dam. The amylase started to break down everything that was in sight, and Chez felt like he was coming apart. As a result, he suffers a change in identity and becomes Bolus Burger.
The next thing he knows, he is falling down a dark chute and into small projections called villi, in a tunnel known as Esophagus Tunnel. On his way down, he comes to abrupt stops at checkpoints known as sphincters. Once he reached the last one, he dropped into a new town known as Stomach City. Bolus falls in the middle of a series of events inside of Stomach City where the rivers pepsinogen runs into pepsin, HCl runs into gastrin, and those two rivers meet to form a whirlpool of juices. Bolus combines with the juices and becomes known as Chez Burger. Chez rolls down the whirlpool of Stomach City until he comes to another tunnel entrance known as CCK Way. Once he gets to the tunnel, a mixture of rain and hail begins to fall, which is composed of secretin, a commodity of Stomach City, and bile salts blown in from the gallbladder metropolis.
Once that happens, Chez passes through the tunnel to a new place, known as the small intestine suburb. There Chez travels along a curvy path, and around each curve he meets lipase, trypsin, chymotrypsin, all from Pancreas Village, and carboxypeptidase, which attack him and break him down, taking out his sugars, fat, proteins, and amino acids. He watches as his insides are diffused through small intestine suburb, not knowing that they enter the hepatic portal vessel and travel to Liverberg, where the twins insulin and glucagon give and take his stolen parts to and from the country's workers called cells.
Chez continues until he enters the dirty large intestine ghetto. There he's attacked even more, and all of the liquid in his body is taken away, so much that he changes and is now known as Sundas Burger. He's now tough and compacted and so beaten up that he becomes a pariah. So he begins his shameful journey through Rectum Port to Anus Harbor, where he's shipped to his new home, Porcelain Island.
The end.